Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, everybody. Oh, YouTube, you got me blacklisted again. Oh, YouTube, you got me blacklisted again. Is there an echo in here? The AOP is in the house. Welcome in, brother. Welcome in. Is there an echo in here? The sound, it be working. Oh, how the tables turn. AOP. I kind of figured something was going to go down with all that shit. I'm kind of curious, but I don't necessarily want to get you airing the dirty laundry all out in the chat. Trying to keep it in a positive note. Just sitting here waiting for everybody to jump in, get their notifications, jump in the chat, say hi if you're here. Hope y'all had a good Thursday. It's looking like the storm of the century out there somewhere. I'm looking it up on the Weather Channel. Yeah, it's going to be pretty cold for the next couple days, for the next week or so. But I have this odd feeling like they're blowing this storm out of proportion. Like they're trying to get people scared. It's just the feeling I get. Like the most riveting thing they have to talk about is the weather. Like the whole world's going to shit in a handbasket, and all they got to do is talk about the weather. I hear sirens in the distance, so yeah. AOP, I guess there's a confirmation there. Somebody's getting caught up. I thought it was legal down there now. I thought Trump was putting the hogwash to the. Wasn't he reclassifying it? Oh. Yeah, Georgia's pretty stickler about what's going on. I can't say I'm a fan of Georgia. They got a lot of like holy roller country. Hey Guts. What's up, Alyssa? I think Guts is gonna be your new nickname. Wow. No, guys, that's not a stoner's cough. I'm not smoking weed again. I haven't smoked weed in a couple good, what? It must be at least a month now. I did find a little bit in my stash, and I was a bit stressed out. And I think I just need to cool my jets, so I did roll a couple. But other than that, I haven't. I have been a little bit congested. Been a little bit under the weather the last couple weeks. But things are looking up. Alright, so we got a name roll call. Jump in the chat if you're here. We got 9 people watching and there's only 2 people talking. What's going on? Who's the lurkin' gherkins? I'm gonna call you Merlin because I can't pronounce that. And I don't speak Italian. That's good, eh? You got the notification? I'm happy. I'm being called to my Voice of Souls deck, so I'm gonna get to that after the prayer. Apparently, there's a message here. So I'm being called to my Sacred Soul timing deck as well tonight, so there very well could be a particular sign that might get a reading this evening. We're gonna go with it. Wanted to switch it up a little bit, do something different. Maybe the Citadel deck. Speak English. AOP, you know what the hell they're saying? Because I don't. Anyway. Universal source. Divine breath of creation, you who exist in the realm of pure vibration and subtle energy. May your sacred frequency be awakened within us, and may we embody the divine essence, allowing the kingdom to arise within our hearts. Let divine will of the physical and spiritual merge realms in the cosmic divine pattern, microcosm to microcosm, nourishing us with cosmic divine vitality and divine wisdom and life force. Divine energy of cosmic consciousness, please restore us of any misalignment and confusion that may be created against us. As we release what no longer serves us, let us release the blocks that hinder forward movement. What we release then releases us. Invoke our discernment and awareness to not be deceived and awaken our divine blueprint of destiny, giving us the synchronicities and signs to banish doubt, fog, and confusion. Please protect us and our divine pathway and rescue us from illusion of separation from our divine purpose and soul family. In the name of divine order of our inner sacred kingdom, match our outer experience, and may the creative spark always be lit and protect us on our journey and guide us through divine intervention. As above within our mind, below within our heart, as within our inner temple and inner outer world, now and forever, and so it is. It is done, it is done, it is done. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I hope we have a good message this evening. The energy's feeling good. I'm like full out goosebumps, my whole body. So that's usually a sign that there's definitely something good coming in. Well, if they're not going to speak in English, I can't help them. So you can let them know that. All right, Voice of Souls, what's going on? What is the overall message coming in for the collective this evening? What is the overall energy? Oh. Spirit, what's the overall energy of this evening's message? We got Source on the bottom of the deck. Spiritual message in reverse on the top. Ooh, okay. So there's somebody in spirit that's not happy. They're definitely in some sort of physical pain. Oh. Okay. Oh, they're trying to repress. They have no respect, but Spirit says you're being protected. Have another look at it. There's definitely a message of peace. There's definitely a message of loss and a message of guidance. Oh, really? Somebody's trapped? Okay. Trapped in fear. Somebody wanted you trapped in fear? Wild. Oh, okay. So They tried to trap you in fear because maybe you released some sort of secrets, and they ended up getting some major karma. Wild. Welcome in, Renee. Welcome in, Willow. I think somebody got some major karma. Interesting. They've learned a very, very important lesson. They're learning a very important lesson. They wanted to put you into some sort of pain, and they came at you, and they didn't even make it. They didn't even make it to you, collective. Interesting. You did it again. What did you do there, Stacy? I'm really picking up that somebody's trapped in purgatory. I think they were acting out of haste. They were acting out of anger, and it got them caught up. I don't know. Yeah, there's going to be communication coming in about some sort of disrespect and wanting to repress you, wanting forgiveness for repressing you. They were trying to mirror you, and now they're trapped. And they hate the fact that you have abundance coming in. What's the scoop, Spirit? Can we get some confirmation here? What's the scoop? What's going on? Mozzie, I don't think an empress would harass you. Empresses don't do that. Empresses and emperors, true emperors and true empresses, they don't harass people. They don't bully people. If anything, they protect them. The true, authentic ones, anyway. And anybody out there thinking that they're an emperor or an empress and they think that they can just throw their power around and, you know, they don't have to take accountability. Like, being an emperor or being an empress is a very, very noble position. Anyway. What's the scoop, Spirit? Yeah, somebody's literally trapped. What's going on? Tell me more. Okay. Apparently they're trapped until they release some sort of anger they have. Animosity is coming to mind. Yeah, because they have no respect. I'm not out here talking shit. The respect card is out here on in the reverse. So, oh, forgiveness. Maybe they're asking for forgiveness, or maybe they want you to forgive them for the disrespect. Maybe they're trapped all up in their head and they're trying to release the anger they have for you. There's some sort of communication coming in soon regarding this. And they're not calm about it either. They're kind of pissed off right now. Maybe that's why they're trying to calm down. So that way they can at least communicate and get their thought across. But there's definitely some sort of communication coming in. There's definitely some sort of loss. Maybe they were pissed off and they tried to trap you. Or maybe they feel disrespected. I don't know. I'm kind of confused. Tell me more, Spirit. What's going on? We got children. Loss. This person's anxious about some sort of communication coming in, quite possibly about children. Duality. Maybe this is about childhood. Childhood trauma, maybe. What's the cat? Maybe somebody lost a child. Maybe that's why they're trapped up in their head. I don't know. The loss card is on the bottom of the deck, and then there's free message and fears. Maybe somebody's in fear of losing a child. Spiritual message of guidance. Guided by source. Okay, I'm guided by source. Okay. To guide. Fears. Huh. Yeah, somebody's receiving some major karma here. Apparently there could be coming in trying to learn something. They may be asking for help because they're in tears. But this is some sort of karmic situation here. For keeping secrets. Karmic relationship in reverse. This is something that Spirit's saying that you're not going to forgive. They didn't heed the spiritual message about me or about you, collective, regarding source. So source tried to guide them, and now they're in fear that you're going to find out something. What's going on, Spirit? Spit it out already. happiness. Okay? Somebody tried to trap you, and they don't want you to be angry because they disrespected your wishes, and they want your forgiveness. They are in anxiety about some sort of communication coming in soon regarding some sort of children or childhood situation, duality, and there's some sort of happiness regarding that. Let's clarify this. Because I'm kind of curious. Not a clue. I'm really picking up on like childhood trauma, maybe? What's this about freedom in reverse, Spirit? The Ace of Pentacles and the Chariot and the Judgment. So somebody tried to steal from you, and they're facing judgment. They might be getting caught up by the cops. This could be for you there, AOP. I'm kind of picking it up on your energy here. You're to have strength in this endeavor. What's going on? Freedom in the reverse. Any more clarification on this? The Nine of Swords. So somebody wanted, or somebody's in a dark night of the soul. They're going through it right now. They lost out on their, maybe they're losing out on something with this Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody's facing judgment. The Chariot here, there's definitely a movement forward with purpose. This could be authorities. They're all up in their head about something, or somebody's up in their head about something. I'm really picking up on a dark night of the soul with this Nine of Swords. They're really trying to figure shit out, trying to make sense of things. What about this anger in the reverse? Page of Swords. So somebody misunderstood you. They don't want you to be angry. They don't want you to be angry with them because they misunderstood you. It's like they were talking shit behind your back. Somebody had nothing good to say. Yeah, this whatever they said, it's gonna pay. It painted you out in a bad intention, and I think what was said very well could break your heart. But it's like they got karma for doing this. They're not getting away from it. Yeah, because they missed out on you. They fumbled the bag. They didn't want you moving forward. Like, I'm really getting a sense of control. They were trying to control you, and they were trying to control the way people seen you. And I'm really picking up on the fact that it was all lies. The Empress in reverse. So yeah, they're definitely wanting you to self-sabotage. They definitely were not being nurturing regarding you. The Seven of Wands. You stuck up for yourself. You stuck up for your children. Maybe you healed your childhood trauma, quite possibly. Two of Cups in reverse. This was a relationship that didn't work out. Was supposed to be a soulmate union, but it kind of turned sour. Maybe she sabotaged this, and now she's all up in. Yeah, she sabotaged this forward movement, and the Nine of Swords here. That now she's all up in her head about it. She can't let it go. She's being haunted by it. There's definitely some sort of imbalance and injustice and betrayal regarding this. Nine of Cups. Somebody was emotionally manipulative, very much emotionally dependent on you. I don't know. I do know. Yeah, this is definitely heartbreaking. Maybe you broke their heart and didn't even realize it. Maybe the fact that you walked away, you stood on business, you stood on boundaries. Maybe the fact that you're walking away and you're not wanting to fight for something. You're keeping boundaries with yourself, Six of Wands. So because you're walking away and you're casting a judgment on this, yeah, they're all up in their head. They're emotionally obsessed with you. And because you stood on business and created boundaries, now they're out here wanting you to suffer. They don't want you having any success. Yeah, Three of Pentacles. They were trying to sabotage you and they got caught up. Manipulation, energetic, causing you chaos, trying to take you out of alignment. Wild. All because you said no. All because you, all because you decided to, what, friend zone the person? The Lovers in reverse. Yeah. A toxic Gemini. I kind of figured, because I'm in my head, I'm like, who is this? And then the Lovers comes out upside down. You definitely didn't choose this, and they wanted to be in your life. They thought of you as their soulmate. Five of Wands in reverse. Now they want to reconcile, but they don't know how to show up. And Ten of Cups. They were hiding the fact that you were their wish fulfillment. Yeah, Ace of Cups. Somebody wants to come in with a love offer. Yay. What the heck is going on here? What's this love offer all about? What are they trying to say here, collective? Is the big question. People don't believe in me. Don't put up with my bullshit. We got no one understands me but you. Childhood trauma, I called it. Please do what is best for your heart. So there very well could be a toxic Gemini that wants to come back in. They're trying to release some sort of anger that they had due to some sort of childhood trauma. They're all trapped. They might be getting caught up for disrespecting you and wanting forgiveness. They're all full of anxiety about some sort of communication coming in. regarding some sort of childhood trauma. I can't make a decision. How could you ever forgive the mess I've made? You are so different from everyone around me. My life is a mess right now. I wish I could be a different person. It hurts so much. I'm blocked. Will you leave me like the others? Why do I feel so lost? They want to get with you again. Why do I deserve someone like you? You are too nice. I don't deserve your kindness. This love is crazy. Will this ever change? I don't understand. Life without you is hopeless, dark, and depressing. I miss your light. Somebody misses you, collective. I did not expect this to be a love reading coming out. I did not expect that at all. But somebody's out here recognizing that they actually love you. They miss you. They miss your light. They hate the fact that you blocked them out. That they're not allowed in. Or maybe somebody's keeping them from messaging you, or maybe they deleted your number. I'm really picking up on the third party got a hold of their phone and deleted your number, and they've been wanting to talk to you, but they haven't been able to get your number. That's been going on for months. And because you're staying no contact and you haven't reached out to them yet, they're losing their minds. Because they miss you. They wanna reconcile, they wanna do things right this time. It's the kind of feeling I get. And because you walked off and you didn't look back, they feel like an absolute bag of shit. They thought that you were going to reach out to them at least one more time. But that's the thing, collective. They made their bed. They tried to ruin you. They tried to destroy you. But they believed other people over you. And that's the whole mess they made. They believed some cockamamie ass bullshit over the truth. They didn't bother bringing it up to you. And they feel like a bag of shit because they disrespected you. They disrespected this union. They disrespected what was here for them. And somebody feels like an absolute bag of shit because you won't reach out to them. And you don't want to reconcile with them because they made their bed. They decided to do that, right? Is that your problem, collective? No. It's not. They apparently want your forgiveness. And they're all anxious. There's some sort of communication wanting to come in here soon. But they don't know how to show up. They don't know how to communicate. What's this disrespect? What's this about the disrespect? Yeah, the lovers. They fumbled you. Yeah, Ten of Wands. you ten of Wands this one. You dropped the burdens of this. Gemini is definitely heavy in this. Could be a masculine, could be a feminine. Switch it where it belongs. They totally misunderstood you. They talk shit on you. It's to the point now where they can't even watch you now. Like, you blow up at their blood pressure right through the roof. Every time they see you. Every time they hear your voice. Yeah, they're juggling way too much. Maybe they were juggling way too much at the time you were together. Who knows? Yeah, Two of Swords. They didn't want to make this decision, but they ended up having to. Right? And I think the divine was guiding you out of this endeavor and this dynamic. Yeah, major tower. 8 of Pentacles, the 4 of Swords. They're realizing actually how talented you really are, and they can't sleep because of it. The fact that they screwed you up, the fact that they tried to destroy you and all they did is bring a tower to them. They're in a massive regret right now, collective, for the disrespect they had over you. This could have been a Queen of Wands for some of you. But somebody wasn't listening to their intuition otherwise. They weren't nurturing their intuition. No, I don't think this is a Queen of Wands. I think this is them not nurturing their intuition, because this is like disrespect. They were disrespecting their own magic. I think Spirit was guiding them. Welcome in, Vero. Strength. So you had the strength to overcome this, collective. Maybe they're gaining their strength. The 4 of Pentacles on its side. So they're kind of numb because they didn't show up. They didn't give to this connection. They were kind of numb to this whole connection. I'm really picking up the fact that they didn't realize what they had before it's gone. There was definitely some illusions and some emotions regarding this. Welcome in, Maureen. Mayapal, whatever your name is, if you say about my love life one more time, you're getting banned from my channel. Okay? Just letting you know that now. Because I don't want nobody spamming my chat, and you're technically spamming my chat. You don't have to repeat yourself. 9 of Wands. Yeah, you're standing on business. They put you through hell, collective. They literally put you through hell. And you still rose above it. You still rose above the illusions and all that cockamamie-ass bullshit they threw at you. They tried to cause you a tower. They tried to keep you unbalanced. They tried to keep you from moving forward and making any type of decisions. When you're here, sitting here with the 8 of Pentacles, like, you know what you're doing. You know who you are. You're a very strong individual, whoever you are. You really did make the right decision. You chose yourself. You closed out this cycle. You don't regret the decision you made. I'm really picking up the fact that they ripped you apart, and somehow they're supposed to, you know, they don't know how to show up because they really have nothing to say that can really change this. Yeah, the Hierophant. They're non-committal. They don't want to commit to this. They never wanted to commit to this. It's like they wanted their cake and eat it too. And like, you're not having to play that game. Right? It's not something that you want to be doing. It's not something that you want to be tapping into. Right? And they tried to make you get disconnected from your higher power as well. And whoever I'm speaking to, I know you're tapped in. Okay? You're very tapped in. They tried to trap you, is what it is. They tried to trap you, diminish you, basically ruin you, totally destroy you. And I'm also picking up that there is a toxic Taurus involved in this too as well. I think this Gemini and Taurus work together to destroy you. The Six of Wands. What did I tell you? Six of Wands in reverse. And the Magician in reverse. So they tried to discredit you. They tried to make you look like an absolute fool. They tried to destroy you, your forward movement. And on top of that, they threw magic at you. They threw a whole bunch of manipulation, energetic manipulation at you. And you overcome everything. And I have a feeling that they may be bound. They're trapped now. They could be trapped in purgatory, coming for you. They've been bound from doing any harm any further. Yeah, you're going to be moving forward, collective. Whoever you are, whoever this is resonating with. Your guides, your protectors, the divine, they don't play about you. And you warned them. You warned them multiple times, but they didn't want to listen. But that's not your problem, collective. Yeah, Page of Pentacles, they wanted you begging. Maybe they're going to be coming in to beg for forgiveness. Yep, third-party betrayal. Animated Adventures, welcome in. This was all the disrespect that they threw at you, collective. You alchemized everything. Welcome in, Melissa. This is a collective night. Tomorrow is the open table, so if you guys want a personal reading, you can come on over tomorrow night. Okay? There very well could be a message here for you, Melissa, so just hang tight and be patient. Alright? But if you guys want a personal little message here, I do offer the open table on Friday nights. Same time, same bat station. So if you want to come in and get some messages, that's the time to do it, okay? If I get a big receival on Friday nights, I may open more nights per week for the open table. All right? But you got to be bringing your super chats and super stickers and all that. There are chances to win a free reading. And it also helps you to work on your own intuition as well, because I do a guess the number game here that'll win you a full reading. All right, so I do have, on my members side, I do have a workshop teaching tarot. That's cool, Melissa. Welcome in. Mikasa Sukasa. Whatever that means, I don't know. All right, so what about this forgiveness? What do they need? What do they want forgiveness for? Nine of Swords, the Page of Swords. They want forgiveness for putting you through all that shit, but you alchemized it. Right? It was just another study. It was just another study day for you. They were testing you. They were studying you. And they put you through hell and back. But all it did is awaken you. And you focused on yourself. You focused on what was, you know, You focused on what was important. And the fog is definitely clearing now. You're not confused. You know you were abused. My house is your house? Okay, yeah. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, they basically tried to destroy you. They wanted to, basically to take your spiritual inheritance, your stability, everything. They wanted to basically destroy that for you. Oh, somebody found out that what you were speaking on was true. Right? So these people were using people and whatever else, and you spoke up on it, and they didn't believe you at first, but they had no other choice but to reveal their true intentions eventually, and it showed. The evidence was plain to see, is what Spirit's saying. They had no choice but to really realize that you were speaking the truth the whole time. Interesting. Yeah. And this is why they tried to stop you. This is why they tried to keep you. And I think the truth came out, and this is what kept you from being caught up, collective. Because they were lying on you. They were lying on your name. They were trying to play the victim, and they turned out to be the fucking villain. Right? Isn't it interesting how the tables turn? Yeah, the Eight of Pentacles. They tried to destroy you and ended up destroying themselves. Yeah, the world. You're leveling up, collective. You alchemized all of that. All of that bullshit, you alchemized it. You're real. You're authentic. And somebody tried to make you look like a laughing stock. Somebody tried to make you out to be a laughing stock joke. And people found out the hard way that you really shouldn't do that. Specifically to somebody that's tapped in, specifically to somebody that's anointed. The divine had other plans, and the divine's got jokes. And as much as you went through hell and back, all right, it only made you stronger. And I really don't like that saying, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I hate that saying. I loathe it with the passion. Okay, but it literally made you resilient. It turned you into a warrior. And although you may be exhausted, collective, you see things from a higher perspective now. Right? You're better to understand the situation now. It's to the point now where you stand in an integrity and an understanding, and you understand that it's not even personal. It's something to do with them. And I'm really picking up on some sort of childhood trauma. And they projected their childhood trauma onto you, thinking that you were just going to accept it and submit to it. And you were not for it at all. You put down boundaries and you created a situation for yourself, and now you're rising beyond where they can even reach at this point. And the thing is that you're not even taking it personal anymore. You know that they're hurting. And I'm really kind of picking up that, if you can somehow forgive them, I'm really kind of feeling like they want your help. They know that you can help them with their situation now. You're out here helping other people. all I'm getting is regret and remorse, and like they're just beside themselves. They're absolutely devastated at the fact that they fumbled you. The one person that was actually there to help them heal, they pretty well spit in their face. Might as well, to the equivalence of it all. And because you're standing on boundaries, and because you're not with that fuck shit, you're not gonna play that game. You know, you're not giving any room for reconciliation. I'm also picking up that you're reading them to filth. You're literally reading them to filth. And this is where the resentment, this is where the anger, this is where the disrespect and all that came out. Because at first, it was literally pissing them off that you were reading them to filth. And they didn't like the fact that you were letting all their secrets out. And I think some of you, and I'm really picking up that you're a reader. Whoever you are, you're a reader. You've got content. You got a channel. You're out here talking. You're out here doing your thing, and you're literally reading. You don't even mean to. It's just the messages coming out onto the table, and I can totally relate to this reading. So this could very well be personal to some degree, but it's also definitely, I know there's a bunch of you watching here that are definitely vibing with it. Whoever I'm talking to, you're definitely tapped in. You definitely know what you're talking about. Ay, 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 ay. So, what's this communication? If they had something to say, what would be the communication that they want to talk about? They had something to say. The Seven of Wands, they want you to drop your boundaries, or they feel helpless. The fact that you walked away. Life has turned into a bag of shit since you left. The Ace of Pentacles. They want to give back to you. The Ace of Pentacles, they want to offer you something. They want to offer you stability. What's this communication? I'm hearing they want to keep it at a court. They don't want to go to jail. They don't want to get picked up. With maybe there's a Cancer in the mix here. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody was energetically siphoning off of you. There's definitely a Ten of Pentacles here in the reverse. The Knight of Wands. They want to come in and take action. They want to be having a new passionate beginning, I guess. The Ten of Pentacles, again, is coming out with the World in the reverse. And the Emperor in reverse. So they are out here acting a fool because you walked away. And And they were energetically dependent on you. They were siphoning off of you for taking action and moving in a different direction. And ever since you moved on, they've been acting an absolute fool. Trying to keep you from leveling up and trying to keep you from having any type of stability. They were out here trying to make you submit to them. But you just continued walking away. I'm also picking up you disappeared. You like there's they don't know where you are. What's this about children? The Two of Wands. Justice. The Hermit. The Devil in reverse. The Tower reversed. So you cut out this toxic energy. You move forward. You healed this childhood trauma through solitude, through introspection. You found your inner light, and this is your justice. The divine pretty well had you go through a bit of a journey to heal yourself, and now you're out here healing the world. Talk about alchemy at its finest. Yeah, Seven of Wands. They wanted you out here helpless. That's the whole aim, but you turned around and alchemized all that. Apparently now you're supposed to drop your boundaries and drop your guard, so that way they can come in. That's what they want. Yeah, Queen of Swords, because you're nurturing your truth. Maybe they want to speak some sort of truth. The Five of Swords, there's definitely something here about reconciliation. They want to come in with a new idea. They have an idea. Something about duality. The Chariot, the Fool, the Five of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune reversed, the Sun reversed, the Three of Cups reversed. You cut out this third-party bullshit. They tried to leave you. They tried to put you into darkness. They tried to take away your destiny. All the while, you're sitting here on your chariot. You're moving forward. You have a mission, and they're trying to thwart that. Ay, ay, ay. It's a no. I like your thought there. Get out toxic. I like your thought there. I like that whole idea. Kick rocks. And you're out here being happy. You're out here happy. You're out here happy that you alchemized all this bullshit. Okay, so what's happening soon? What's the soon card? What's this soon? The Nine of Pentacles in reverse. The Knight of Pentacles reverse. So somebody's okay. So whoever this is, they want to come in and they want to be dependent on you to slow you down, to pretty well stop you in your tracks. So they still don't have any good intention. They want your forgiveness. right? But they don't want to, this is dumb. They want you to drop your guard so that way they can siphon off of you and manipulate you energetically, financially. They want to siphon off of your stability, Knight of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. And they want to emotionally manipulate you. The Empress on its side. So they don't want you, they want you to be numb to any type of abundance. And they want to make it look like they want to come in and clear out this betrayal. Basically slow you down so you can't move forward. No. Collective, get your bug spray ready, okay? Just get your bug spray ready. Okay, we're moving on. I'm done with this message. They can kick rocks. You can't show up right, don't show up at all, okay? Dumbass karmics that don't want to fucking learn a damn lesson. No wonder why you're trapped. No wonder why you're trapped. You can stay trapped, okay? Stay where you are in purgatory. And look at your little childhood trauma that you haven't healed yet. Like, leave us out of it. Places to go, people to see. Hello, Sam. Welcome in, Willow. I don't know if I said that already, but welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Willow says a throat punch. That's what it looks like to me anyway. Communication. What about it? Fears. Reunion. Happiness. Message of love. Oh, really? Okay. Spirit saying they love you. They want happiness with you. They want a reunion with you, but they're in fear of communicating with you. Well, then you can just continue fearing in a different direction. Okay? They don't want to take accountability for their cockamamie-ass bullshit, and they're trying to mirror you. They have to forgive Source for having to you know, voiding the contract. They're trapped until they step into their divinity. They don't want to step into their divinity because that would require them to heal. And they would have to forgive themselves. They would have to sit with it. And go up against judgment to Source before they could ever come back in again. That's why they're trapped. I don't know about you, Collective, but anytime I do my return to senders, okay, I do it with love. I do it for courage and healing. Okay, and I usually put a little bit of a binding in there. So that way they are bound to whatever they try to send. And this is why they're reaping their karma. And this is why they're trapped, because they wanted you trapped. Right? And the only way out is if they learn perfect love and perfect trust in their heart. So in order to get off and out of that binding, they need to heal. That is the only option. That is the only way out of this. They have no other choice but to sit there and go through the dark night of the soul, after dark night of the soul, after dark night of the soul that they tried to put you in. They'd be out here having to go through the exact same shit that they put you through in order to recognize it for themselves. And here they are trying to be out here mirroring you. Not wanting to take accountability, not wanting to do the work. And Spirit saying that you should just love them. There's some sort of happiness here, with a reunion. Maybe you're fearing a reunion. You don't want a reunion with this because you're done communicating. But somehow they want to communicate. Meanwhile, all they did is gaslight you. Apparently, you are supposed to be their guide. Spirit, what kind of cockamamie-ass bullshit is this? Huh? How am I supposed to guide somebody that doesn't even want to listen to the guidance? Hmm? Please, make sense of it. Ay, 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 ay. Evolving. What you want changes as you get more experience. Growth, cycles, and level up. Yeah. Uh-huh. Is my shit. Holla back, girl. Cancer time. So this could be dealing with the cancer. Ditch old habits, recharge, and focus on self-care. Fresh start, goal setting in January. So we're ditching old habits in January. We're recharging. We're focusing on self-care. And we're having a fresh start, goal setting. I'm also picking up that there's some sort of a cancer out here having to deal with what they did to try to destroy and sabotage something as well. They're getting caught up for whatever they were meddling with. They thought it was a big-ass joke. It's not so funny anymore. Welcome in, Angel. If you're asking for a reading, you can come on over tomorrow night when it's an open table. You can also get a personal reading through the Hipsy link in the bio. You can order a recorded reading, or you can book a session with me between 5 and 9 p.m. Monday to Friday, Eastern Standard Time. Between 5 and 9 p.m. What's going on? What do we got? Ooh, the witch. So somebody doesn't want to rebel anymore. They were experimenting. They don't want to experiment anymore. They fucked around and they found out by the looks of it. Oh, something about parenthood. Yeah, they definitely were not loyal. Somebody got chained up and they wanted to be released. Maybe they got baby trapped. Maybe some bitch baby trapped them. Not my circus or my monkeys. The divine timing and evaluation. Oh yeah, that's probably why they're all in an anxiety. Because they got caught up with somebody else. Yeah, and they didn't heed the warnings. They didn't heed any type of messages coming in. And somebody wants a new opportunity with you. Yikes. Zoe, welcome in, honey. Accepting help and guidance. Maybe they want your help now. Maybe they're screaming for help at this point. But you're protecting yourself. Unseen potential, hesitation. Yeah, so they didn't see your potential right off the bat. That's why they hesitated. Now apparently they see your true potential and they don't want to hesitate anymore. That's why they want to come in. Okay. Blow it out your ass. It sounds better. Perfectionism, burnout. Yeah. They're burnt out. They need your help. Anything else, Spirit? What's going on? Yeah, they don't know how to communicate. They have no confidence whatsoever in their communication. But you inspire them. They're in gratitude for who you are now. They see you from your with your true light of who you are. So that's all right, but they still don't want to take accountability for their bullshit. Yeah, they're having no other choice but to be aware and move through some sort of reflection. And this is where they're trapped. They were out here actually fearing that you would succeed without them. This is why they tried to destroy you. And they thought by diminishing you and slowing you down that they would actually have a chance to be a part of your opportunity. And they were trying to create chaos, enough chaos that you would actually reach out to them and ask them for help. So they tried to create chaos in order for you to need them. Like like a punch in the throat. That's the only guidance I'm going to give them. Yep, stubborn. You were predestined. You knew exactly what you were doing and where you were going, collective. You were just biding your time and planning ahead. You were playing the long game here. Checkmate. They were playing the short game. They didn't anticipate you actually leveling up. Isn't that wild? Yeah, they don't have any self-worth. They don't have any self-love. They don't have any self-respect. They don't got nothing of that sort. And they couldn't make the right choice. They acted in vengeance. They didn't think about their actions before they came out with what they were doing. They didn't think the long game. They just thought in the moment. And that's what screwed them up the most. The most epic fail of a fumbling, that's for sure. Small regrets, longing, yeah. Small regrets, yeah, okay. Are they gaslighting themselves? Oh no, Zoe, there'd be some bitches out there that'll go and trap some people. Okay, not all babies are traps. I'm not saying that. But there's a good few people out there trying to baby trap people. I know. Because people out here be trying to baby trap me. That's why I'm celibate. I want nothing to do with that shit. The patron, mentorship, finances. Somebody thought that they could get under your skin to the point where they could present a situation where they could hook you in to where they could siphon off of you for the rest of your life. So yeah, that's basically a baby trap. They have ill intentions and they're using kids as pawns. It's very disrespectful. Not only to the people that they're doing it to, but the children. It's very sad. Okay? It's very sad. And the fact that people are out here doing that stupid shit, yeah, that's disrespect in itself. Where are we going next, Spirit? Because I'm done with that message. Where are we going? What are we doing? Where are we going? Where are we going? I'm going to put the Lover's Oracle away because no. Makes no difference what they have to say at this point. Let's changing or clarifying life situations. Let's check this out. Let's see what we got. If tonight's message is resonating and you'd like to donate to the channel, you can do so through PayPal. The link is in the description box. Or you can donate through Hipsy. The link is in the description box. Or you can donate through a super chat or a super sticker. And if you'd like to support me on a monthly basis, you can go ahead and get a membership where we have a closed members live at the beginning of the month and mid-month. We're going to have one this Saturday. So if you want to be part of that, become a member. Right track. You are going in the right direction, so keep moving forward. Alrighty. Schoolhouse Rock. Not Schoolhouse Rock, but maybe it is Schoolhouse Rock. That movie with the teacher and the kids, and they, you know, they learn how to play guitar, and they have music class, and they go out and they win that competition. The School of Rock. That song's coming to mind. Grove of Unity. Bind energies in the unified sanctuary of the grove, fostering interconnected harmony among all beings. On your own, it's time to take some alone time or be single to get a new perspective. Well, make up your mind, collective. You know, make up your mind, spirit. Are we supposed to be in unity, or are we supposed to be on our own? What's the deal here? Steady progress. Move with deliberate care as patience and attentiveness guide you to thoughtful achievements. Ignite ambition. Pursue desires with drive and face consequences bravely. Keep an open mind and answers reveal mind as answers reveal your journey. Okay. Yikes. True intention. Stay authentic and aligned, trusting your inner wisdom to guide you towards genuine fulfillment. Stay in the flow. Surrender to the rhythm of life, remaining open to opportunities and lessons as they naturally unfold. Let's check out this other pile. What do we got, Spirit? Ride the current. Embrace change. Flow with the rhythm and release resistance. Answers unfold in the dance of transition. No illusions. Stay grounded in truth, embracing reality with clarity and wisdom to navigate life's journey authentically. Hear what's unsaid. Tune into the silence for truths. Tune into the silence for truths that words cannot express. Listen deeply. I'm always talking about being in the stillness, because that's where you get your most downloads. Having no distractions. Pathfinder. Trust your inner compass and illuminate your path through love and career, revealing the direction your soul wishes to explore. By the way, Collective, if you want your own personal reading on a more personal basis, there are recorded readings available at any time. You can get them 24 hours a day over at Hipsy. It's usually about a 12-hour turnaround, okay? So if it's during the day, I very well could most definitely do that for you. But if you do that late at night and I happen to be up, then I'll do that. But usually it's about a 12-hour, between an almost immediate to a 12-hour turnaround. There's many different readings at many different price points. And I made it that specifically because I know a lot of you don't have a lot of money. Some of you do, some of you don't. So I got them at a whole bunch of different price points to make it affordable for everyone. Okay? Seek truth. Embrace clarity as revelations unfold. Keep an open mind for answers. Illuminate the path to understanding. Have a good night, Willow. Yes, Jack Black. All right. What are we going to next, Collective? What are we doing next? Let's get a vibe check. Let's see what the vibe is all about. I want to light up my incense again. Let's hit it. Let's get it. Hey, Collective. The snake year is almost over. February 17th is the when the skin finally falls off. Okay, so if you're still going through it, and if you're still having the reminiscing of the past coming back at you, and you're wondering, what the hell? I thought this was supposed to be a new year. I thought things were supposed to change. We're still going through the snake year. It doesn't change until February 17th. Okay? Let's give the vibe checks a little bit of a cleanse. Please cleanse these cards of any negativity. I know there's a psychopath card in there, but, you know. Throw a little bit of there for you, Collective. Alright, what's going on, Spirit? Ooh, waves. You're not in your emotions anymore. You're not worried. You're not in fear. You're not confused either. Perplexed, conflicted. What's the scoop? Oh, look at that. Psychopath. Isn't that funny? Abusive, conniving, unpredictable. We got mutual respect, unity, closeness at the bottom of the deck. Maybe you're not confused at the fact that you were dealing with a psychopath. That could be it. And I really have a feeling that they are getting their dues. It's just this. It's a feeling I'm picking up right now. They're definitely getting their dues. Tarot Doc says, "Get your popcorn. Plot twist. Epic crash out. The truth is coming out, and what? Huh? I don't know. There's definitely some sort of truth coming out, collective. And somebody doesn't like the fact that the truth is coming out. What the hell? Yeah, you're cutting ties, collective. You're free. You're standing up for yourself. You've awakened to the bullshit. Yeah, and you're unapologetic with this bullshit because they were arrogant, taking rash actions, very insincere, very insecure. And this psychopath doesn't feel that they need to apologize. They don't want to take accountability, just like what I was saying earlier. Yeah, and now they're all paranoid. They're all cautious and insecure and guarded, just like you were. They tried to make you anyway. You're not stressed out. You don't have any migraines or worry. And Dorothy, welcome in, my dear. Yeah, you're not wasting any time anymore. You're not wasting any time, but you're taking your time. You're living life in the moment. You've had a major epiphany about this dumbass. You've had a lot of time to self-reflect. You got the answers to the questions where they had you totally oblivious. They didn't want you having any type of closure. That's how they try to tap you and try to siphon off of you. But you're done with that whole bullshit because the way that they left you and how they treated you was your closure. Right? And the fact that you rose above that, the fact that you actually alchemized all this shit is your justice. And all these rumors and gossip and bullshit tea that they were throwing out about you is all coming back to smack them in the face. Yeah, you're no longer going to be in isolation feeling rejected. And all these third-party karmics are actually learning a lesson from you. They're not wasting their time with this dumbass psychopath anymore. They're seeing them for who they really are. Yeah, they out here burning bridges and forgot their marshmallows. They can't trust this psychopath anymore, so they're throwing him to the snow, just like they tried to do to you. Isn't that funny how the tables turn? Yeah, very disloyal. They're having their backs turned on them. Yeah, because they're toxic. All they did is cause drama, arguments, incompatible. Yeah, cutting ties. Definitely dealing with the fallout. Yep. And the karmics are taking a breath. They're letting it go. They're clearing their mind. But they're not into this whole self-healing or whatever. Maybe they don't want to heal. Maybe they're too stubborn to go within and meditate. But you cutting out these toxic people is really doing your whole world a good. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, they're facing their consequences to their bad choices that they made. All the games they played, all the mixed signals. Yeah, look at that. Welcome to your glow up, collective. Let freedom ring. Let the choir sing. Do, 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 do. It's a day of reckoning. Let the white dove sing. And I got full out goosebumps all over my body. I don't know if you can see, but there's like full body goosebumps right now. Dustin's in the house. What's going on, Dustin? Taurus girl, welcome in. Sorry, I did see you earlier. I just been zoning. I just be zoning. I be zoning. Captain. Ugh. Chilly, chilly. Chilly, chilly. What are we doing next, Spirit? Where are we going? What are we doing? What are we doing next? Where are we going? Where are we going? Crash. That's good to hear there, Dustin. My dad's recovering from heart surgery. He's resting right now. Well, that's good that he's out and resting. By divine light, I wish him the blessings of healing and protection and courage and strength while he's healing. Let him make a speedy recovery. Ah, 7 of Wands. Somebody wants you to drop your guard. I'm hearing coming in hot. I don't know. Spirit, what's the message? Let's do a 6 stack. What's the scoop? The Chariot. Going on a journey. What's this? 9 of Wands. Ooh, the Wounded Warrior. All right. Tell me more. The 10 of Swords in reverse. Okay. So somebody wants to heal something. The Ace of Wands reversed and the 7 of Wands. So, yeah. I'm really getting an anxious feeling. It's not my anxiety. It's definitely somebody else's that I'm picking up on. And somebody knows that there's no new beginning here. They want to heal something, but there's no new beginning here. Somebody wants you to drop your boundaries with the 7 of Wands. They're feeling absolutely helpless. It's either that or they want you to feel helpless. Whatever. The sun. Somebody wants to leave you in darkness. Or maybe they're having to face some sort of darkness. Or they don't want your healing illuminated. I don't know. Somebody's like really manipulative. Somebody's very much manipulative here. The King of Cups reverse. This King of Cups could very well be in a lot of darkness right now. The fact that you're moving forward and you're getting the upper hand after all they threw at you and you're healing something. Somebody wants to try to leave you in the dark with this and manipulate your emotions. Leave you in the dark about this manipulation. One more for the base. Yeah, Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio individual is either feeling sabotaged or they tried to sabotage you and they ultimately sabotage themselves. The Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, so they want to come in, they want to leave you in the dark about the fact that they've been siphoning energy off of you. But they can't anymore. And they're coming in to sabotage you with a third party by manipulating you. Interesting news. Interesting. Oh, so they're going to come in like it's a relationship. It's a soulmate. Right? But it's only to emotionally siphon off of you. To manipulate you. They're obsessed with you. They can eat shit and kick rocks as far as I'm concerned. Knight of Swords. Yeah, they got nothing good to say. They got nothing good to say. They're misunderstanding you on purpose. I'm really picking up that they don't care about your healing. Yeah, they're going to come in to, like they love you. They want to create it some sort of an offer, but they're going to keep it in the dark about the fact that they want to manipulate you. They're just manipulating your emotions to sabotage you. Okay? Okie dokie. Yep, Ten of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles reverse. So they're basically after your money, they're after your stability, they're after your clout. And they're after the fact that they want to they want to come on in and hitch a ride. They want to hitch a ride on your magic carpet. Yeah. The Ten of Pentacles is their main focus. Do you want to be my daddy? No. What? That's funny. That's hilarious. Yeah, they want you to throw away the whole idea of moving forward. They're trying to hide the fact that they think that you're their wish fulfillment, but they'd rather come in and manipulate you. It's either they want to come in and manipulate you and act it all out like they want to love you and make it seem like it's a wish fulfillment, but they're going to hide the fact that they're manipulating you. They're going to keep you in the dark. They're trying to take away your joy. Right? We got the Devil coming out. They're very obsessed with you. So they're probably going to keep that under wraps too, because they don't want to give out the truth. Because they know you're not going to receive them if they do that. If this is a person from the past, you're not going to receive them to begin with. So I don't know why they're bothered. They're not going to succeed. It's going to be an absolute epic failure. Okay? They're not going to be able to move forward with this because you're going to know that they're capping and they're casting illusions like an idiot. And they're out here going to be trying to emotionally manipulate you, and it's not going to work because you're way too balanced, okay? You're headed towards your wheel of fortune. Everything is in divine order, and you're protected, and you've weathered the storm already, okay? You're choosing yourself. You're choosing love, and they're just a bunch. They're just a hot mess at this point, okay? You've had an awakening regarding this, and them trying to ruin your ability to heal, okay? And all they've done is try to manipulate you. They want you very uninspired, so you turn around and alchemized it, called your power back, and bound the motherfucker. So they can't even come in. And I think this is tying into the same reading as in the beginning, where somebody got trapped for coming for you. They may be in the process of maybe losing their life because of all this shit. Because they're out here doing death magic. Like, I'm not wishing death on anybody, collective. Okay? I'm not wishing death on anybody, but if somebody's going to come out here and do death magic on you, I'm sorry, but they deserve everything they put out into the world. They can have it back. No sale. Registers closed. No refunds. Tell me more, Spirit. Yeah, you're out here nurturing your truth. You're out here standing on truth. And you know the truth with them siphoning and talking shit about you behind their back. And something is speaking on whispers. So Spirit very well could be sending you whispers of what they've been saying. Listen to it. Listen to the whispers. Spirit's keeping you tapped in. And somebody there is sitting there watching me right now, wide-eyed and jaw-dropped. How the fuck does he know that? How the hell? How's he peeping that? You haven't figured it out yet? Like, I've only been throwing cards for 30 years. Just to start. Okay? Do you think I'd be throwing cards for 30 years and not be tapped the fuck in? Give me a break. Please. Moisturize it. Get the fuck on up out of here. Yeah, you're stable as hell. You're stable. You're nurturing your finances, you're nurturing your stability, you're nurturing your truth. You've totally alchemized your heart from all the sadness and all the pain and all the trials and tribulations you've been through. You're using discernment as to who you're showing compassion to. You found your self-worth again. And this is why they're coming in acting all happy and joy and, oh, you're my soulmate, I want a happy ever after with you. Yeah, okay. You were always the one, I can't walk away from you. Yeah, okay. And here they have the devil in their back pocket. Like, make it make sense, please. What's the scoop, Spirit? Yeah, you had a huge awakening. You're seeing it from a higher perspective now. right? This is also speaking about you having to sacrifice the old version of yourself because they wanted you dusted, disgusted, and destitute, right? And they manipulated you before, but makes you think they're not going to manipulate you again. Specifically, this is a dumbass that doesn't want to take accountability for his own actions. They don't want to apologize for what they did because they're an ignorant son of a bitch, right? They're obsessed. They're absolutely obsessed at who you've become. Collective, you've leveled the fuck up. You've glowed up. You're like beyond what they could ever thought of you being or becoming. You're literally out here blowing people's minds. And they're thinking that they're going to bring in this pompous bullshit to try to manipulate you. No. No. Yeah, you're standing on business. You don't have to look at this any other way. They're coming in to try to gaslight you, and you know exactly that's going to happen. You've weathered too many storms to be gaslit. The Two of Pentacles in reverse. You've literally seen it from every angle at this point. You've sacrificed so much, right? And you've alchemized it. You've found your self-worth. You're nurturing your stability. You're nurturing your magic. You're nurturing your finances. And somehow they want you to juggle. I don't know. I don't know if that's an actual question, Dorothy, but... And I don't know if you're asking me that or just playing out what they would say. I don't know what the situation is, but... Strength. Yeah, they don't have the strength to handle you, and they don't think that you have the strength to overcome this manipulation. Meanwhile, they don't know what the hell... Like, they're trying to make you look weak and unbalanced because you're very sure of yourself. Right? They're trying to get you to gaslight yourself. Ace of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. And that's the only reason why you got these people coming in, trying to create an imbalance with you and make you look weak, because you got a new love coming in and you got the Wheel of Fortune on your side. Everything is in divine timing. Everything is working out for you, better than expected. Right? And maybe they're coming in like they're divine timing and that they want to give you a love offer. Only to siphon off of you emotionally. But I think you see this. I think you see this. But I have a feeling like this is what you have going on for you because you've alchemized all this shit. And I really feel that they're coming in to manipulate you and be all obsessed and toxic with you so that way you can't receive this new love offer and the wheel is not going to roll in your favor. But you're divinely protected. Whoever this reading is for, okay, whoever this reading is for, you're divinely protected. Yeah, yeah. No kidding, Dorothy. What's the cap on this? Yeah, 10 of Wands. It's like, it's given me this feeling like somebody's trying to plant themselves in your destiny by giving you a love offer. Apparently they can't live without you. They're emotionally tied to you and tethered to you somehow, but they're just out here toxic and wanting to sabotage, right? Making it like they want to heal something with you. But ultimately, this is you carrying these burdens. They want you to carry their own burdens. They want you to carry the burdens that they've had on their back. Meanwhile, these aren't even your burdens to carry. I don't know. No, I do know. That's why you guys keep coming back. Some people and their children, man. Some people's children. Yay, 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 yay. Alright, I'm going to do 3 Celtic crosses to end out the night. I'm going to have a quick smoke. And I'm going to do 3 Celtic crosses to end out the night. Okay? So think of a number. I don't want to see it in the chat. Keep it to yourself. Okay? Nobody needs to know your business. Okay. So Spirit wants you to pick a number between 1 and 10. And apparently, if I call your number out, then this is your reading. I'm going to call out 3 different numbers between 1 and 10. Okay? It is going to be a single digit. It's not going to be 10. Okay? It'll be a 1 to 9, I guess. And, yeah. So if I call out your number, this very well could be your message coming in. I'm a mind reader. Yeah, it's funny when people try to play in my face. And it's like, as much as I call these karmics out on my channel all the time, in real life, I don't bother calling them out. I don't even bother calling them out. I play along to make them think that they're pulling the wool over my eyes. It's priceless. They end up embarrassed. They end up in a position where they're like, you know what? You mean to tell me you knew all along? And I'm like, yep. You think you're playing in my face? You're not playing in my face. Who do you think I am? I read people all over the fucking planet. And people thinking that they're going to come and play in my face. Thinking I don't know what their intention is. The only thing that kind of gets me, though, is that they have a really good mask, right? They come in with that nurturing attitude, that nurturing energy, and then they just... Once the mask starts slipping, that's when I know for sure. That's my confirmation. And usually it don't take too long. Usually it don't take too long. Because a lot of people, they do show up with integrity, right? And they try to be integral. But then it becomes a competition. And their insecurities get the better of them. And some of these people aren't actually intentionally toxic. They just, their insecurities get the better of them. Like, no shade. It is, it is what it is. But the thing is that I'm not out here trying to compete with people. I'm out here trying to lift people up, to help them step into their highest version of themselves. And if their insecurities get the better of them, then I realize I can't help these people, right? So I just fall back and I create the availability that if you need help or you want to unpack something or you want guidance, then I'm here. But the fact is their insecurities overtake them and they don't bother asking. They don't bother working through it. Right? Because they don't want to be judged. They don't want, meanwhile, I'm not judging them. It's an observation. Everybody has their own life. Everybody has their own decisions to make. Everybody has their own journey. I'm not out here wanting to judge you. I don't want to judge the karmics. I don't want to judge anybody. But I can see through the mask. I can see through pretty well everything. When I listen to the energy and I'm honest with the energy and I'm authentic with the energy that I'm picking up on, yeah, you know what? I read the karmics to filth. And I don't mean it. It just happens that way. And I'm not out here throwing shade. I'm not out here hating on you. That's not the intention. The intention is to enlighten you, to help you rise above it, to help you find your self-confidence. Okay? That's the whole bit. And then people take it the wrong way. And they blow it way out of proportion, thinking that they're going to go ahead and play in my face. But, like, you know, like, I don't got time to be dealing with drama. I would rather be helping you elevate than be pulled into a bunch of drama that I want nothing to do with. It's just the way it is. So I hope you guys got your numbers. If you're just joining us, this is a tarot reading. This is energy read. It's a number between 1 and 9. It's a single digit number. I'm going to do 3 different readings. You pick a number between 1 and 9. Leave it in your head. Don't put it in the chat. Do I read cards? The first number that I'm going to do is number 4. So if you pick number 4, this next reading here is for you. Spirit, what's the message for number 4? Whoever chose the number 4, who is this reading for? What is their situation? What is their challenge? What is their mental space at this point? What is their heart space looking at this point? Heart space, they're wanting to move forward, moving on, wanting a new partnership. Okay, so what are they walking away from? What are they walking into? No, not right this second, Spirit. Put them back. I don't want to know. I don't want to have all of them. I'm still shuffling. Give me a minute. What are they walking away from? What are they walking into? What is the next? Hey, stop. Somebody's walking into the street is what it is. Five of Pentacles. What are they walking into? What are their next 3 to 6 months? What is their attitude in relation? What is their attitude in relation? Is the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. Okay, so what is their influence? What is their hopes and fears? And what is their outcome? For number 4, their outcome, wish fulfillment, justice, and a new beginning. Beautiful. Okay. Gonna go ahead and shuffle them back into the deck. Okay, here we go. Whoever you are, you're stepping into your Empress energy. You could be a masculine, you could be a feminine, doesn't really matter. But you're definitely stepping into your nurturing a new idea. You could be birthing a new company, a new idea, a new project. There's definitely something here about nurturing yourself, self-love, self-care. Okay, this is very much on the to-do list, all right? The challenge is, though, the King of Pentacles in the reverse. This is something about instability. This is about not really having anything really good to stand on at this point. You're really thinking about some sort of nostalgia, some sort of past energy, or past situation, whatever that might mean to you. We got the Two of Swords in your heart space. You're having to make a major decision. Spirit's saying something of a major decision that's going to change the course of your life. You're walking away from this darkness that you've been dealing with for quite some time, okay? You're walking away from this feeling of hopelessness, that you don't have it in you to shine. All of this darkness has definitely been weighing on your shoulders for quite some time. There's definitely something here about Nine of Pentacles, finding your independence, nurturing your independence. Okay, and the Sun here. I do feel that you're going to be leaving a lot of people in the dark. What you might be thinking that is independence, there very well could be, it may be looking like it's not so happy. It's not so happy, it's not so joyous. But I have a feeling like there's definitely something going to change for you with this. All right, collective? You're definitely going through a major awakening. There's definitely something here about you seeing things from a higher perspective, a wider, broad perspective. Your influence here is there's definitely some sort of a determination. You could be slightly in this toxic energy still from the past of what you're walking away from. You're trying to alchemize it, walking away from your hopes and fears, the Eight of Cups, wanting to walk away from a lot of the toxicity. There's definitely something here about you going into maybe a hermit mode. You're finding your inner light, okay? There's definitely something here that's meant to really change your life. This is very much a game changer for you is what I'm picking up on. Okay, the King of Pentacles is also coming back out here in the reverse, so you very well could be in a very, I'm not going to say unstable perspective right now. I do feel that it feels unstable because you're coming out of darkness. Okay, it's like you're coming out of a dark room and, you know, all of a sudden there's a whole bunch of light and you're having a hard time adjusting your eyes, right? Maybe it's a time to just kind of take a moment for yourself. Okay, the King of Pentacles keeps coming back out. Okay, there's definitely some sort of instability here. But I feel that with the Nine of Pentacles coming out on the cut and the Knight of Swords here, you're going to be taking action. You're going to be speaking up. There's definitely something here about you needing to speak about something. Okay? I think you're going to... I really feel like somebody's out here trying to make you look unstable, but you're actually in this Empress energy. Right? They're trying to disenfranchise you in some sort of way. What's going on with the Empress? The Justice in reverse. So there's definitely some sort of imbalance that you're trying to nurture, Trying to find balance here. What's the King of Pentacles? The Hierophant. So this injustice is really trying to disconnect you from any type of commitment that you've made, maybe to your higher power. Like somebody's really trying to disenfranchise you with this energy because you are in this Empress energy. Okay, the Six of Cups. We got the Knight of Wands in reverse. So this could very well be a past energy trying to manipulate you. What's the Two of Swords? What's the Two of Swords? Whatever's done in the dark is coming to light, whether they like it or not. We got the Moon in the reverse on the bottom of the deck. The Two of Swords. Two of Swords, the Seven of Wands. So there very well could be a point where somebody wants you to drop your guard so that way they can come in and remove some sort of commitment that you've made to the higher power to create some sort of imbalance or injustice. What's the Star reversed? What's the Star reversed? Three of Wands. So you just need to be very consistent, continue moving forward. There is going to be collaboration coming in. There's definitely some sort of thing about your ships are coming in. You're definitely moving forward anyway. You just need to be consistent and patient, okay, while you're coming out of this dark time. All right, I do see things getting better for you. What's the Nine of Pentacles? The Two of Swords in reverse. All right, so the divine is guiding you into your independence, okay? So continue being tapped in. And I'm really picking up on this Sun card in the reverse. I think you're leaving some people in the dark about your independence, about where you're going, about what you're doing. I think that's best right now, holding your cards close to your chest. What's going on with the Sun? The Sun in reverse. We got the Queen of Swords. You're nurturing the truth. Okay, you are standing for justice. You're nurturing the truth. You're moving towards justice, I feel. Okay, and I feel that you are maybe ghosting some people. That's the kind of feeling I'm getting with the Sun card. What's the Hangman? The Nine of Pentacles in reverse on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, somebody's trying to siphon off of your abundance or your stability or your money or something here. The Queen of Cups. Okay, so the Hangman in the reverse. They're trying to put your compassion to rest. They don't want you being compassionate to yourself or anyone else. And this is a huge wake-up call. This is what they're trying to get at. They're trying to get at your heart space. They're trying to ruin you, break your heart, something like that. They want you feeling numb, is the feeling I'm picking up on. What's the Devil? The Seven of Cups. And it's all because you're focused on yourself, right? That they're obsessed with you, right? You're finding your wish fulfillment. And the Page of Wands. So they want to uninspire you to find your wish fulfillment and focus on yourself. Okay? And this is the whole devil energy coming in. It could be a Capricorn. It's like somebody's feeling left out. It could be because you're feeling determined about walking away from something. So they're trying to disenfranchise you, dysregulate you. It's all coming out in the wash, though. You're going to know. It's going to reveal itself. Okay? What's this Eight of Cups? What's the Eight of Cups? What is the Eight of Cups? The Chariot. So yeah, you've got a mission. You're being divinely guided, guarded, and protected on this mission, and you're walking away towards calmer waters. This is the hope. Maybe this is a bit of a fear. of taking this journey alone, but you're actually moving into the hermit, so you're more than capable of moving through this darkness with that inner light, that inner lantern. You have the wisdom to make sure that this is going to work for you. And with the Chariot here, there's definitely something here about you moving forward with validity, with some sort of purpose. Okay, so this is actually going to work out better for you than you actually realize. I'm really picking that up. I feel like there's some sort of fear of stability. This is the challenge of finding stability. And I think like somebody's trying to make you look unstable as well because you're walking away, because you're not playing their game, right? Somebody did not want you healing, and you're moving on, you're finding your independence, you're leaving them in the dark, and you're moving on anyway, right? And, you know, they're making you out here looking like a devil, looking like you got some screws loose, and that's not even the case, right? You've had a huge awakening. You're seeing things from a higher perspective, and I think this is why you're walking away to calmer waters to begin with. This is why you're taking the Eight of Cups, and you're moving into a new horizon. And there's something here about a full moon. So there very well could be something here about you moving forward during a full moon, or around a full moon time, okay? I don't know when the next full moon is, but are we on the Eight of Cups or the Devil? The Eight of Cups. Yeah, the Five of Cups, or the Five of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. So you're coming out of the cold, you know, you're finding a new stability for yourself, and you're going to be supported in this, okay? Somebody's going to help support your stability, ultimately. Okay? You will have the support necessary in order to get to where you need to go, what you need to do. Okay? What's this hermit? Welcome in, Jack. The hermit. The moon, right? So it's kind of like sitting like this. So with you going into this hermit mode, there's certain things that are going to be revealed to you, quite possibly by the light of the moon. Okay, the full moon is definitely significant here. So yeah, there's definitely something here for you that it's not gonna turn out the way you think it is. It's going to be a lot better than what you expect. So have the faith that the divine is walking with you, that inner light is guiding you. Have faith in that just in itself. Okay, so whatever you're doing, wherever you're going, whatever direction it is, whatever you're being called to do, whatever the case may be, you're tapped in. I feel that. You're coming out of a lot of darkness, and you're leaving people in the dark because they've caused you darkness. So whoever this is, whatever this is, wherever this is happening, whatever the situation, just know that you are divinely guided, guarded, and protected during this experience, okay? Despite the fact that the devil is out here, I'm really feeling like there's some sort of toxic energy influencing this. Okay, somebody wants to see you out in the cold, but I don't see that actually happening. I see you being supported. I see things working out for you better than expected. I feel somebody's wanting you to sacrifice yourself, sacrifice your determination. But you're out here, you very well could have Capricorn in your chart somewhere. Okay, so you're very grounded. You're very traditional. You definitely have something about yourself that is very, you know, Spirit saying something about you being slightly ruthless. Okay? This could very well be who you're dealing with. They really want to see you struggling and suffering, and I don't feel that that's going to be the case at all. Okay? So have faith. There's definitely something here about this hermit mode. This isolation is going to be turning into solitude. And this is going to be a very uplifting, very much a growth period for you. where you're going to grow from the inside out. Okay, there's definitely something here about you elevating. All right, number 4. I hope this helped you, and I hope this resonated with number 4s, whoever chose that number. All right. If you're just joining us now, there's definitely something here about the number 7. So if you pick the number 7, this next reading is for you. I'm going to pick one more after this. It's a number between 1 and 9. So I picked 4. If you want to check out that reading, if number 4 was your number that you might have picked, you can go ahead and rewind back to the first card that was posted on here, and that'll give you that reading. Now we're going to do number 7. So if you pick number 7, then this is your reading. All right, let's see what we got here. We got the Sun in the upright this time. We got the Hanged Man in the challenging position. We've got the 6 of Swords in the mind space. The Ace of Cups in the heart space, which is kind of beautiful. We've got the 3 of Cups in the past. The 8 of Swords in the present. The Knight of Cups in the 3 to 6 month time frame. We have the World in the reverse. We have the Empress. We have the 3 of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles reverse in the attitude and relation, influence, hopes and fears, and your outcome. All right, so you're definitely moving towards joy. There's definitely something being revealed to you. I do really feel that whatever this is being revealed to you, collective, that it may piss you off at first. Okay, it's going to kind of infuriate you. However, when you alchemize that and you transmute that, it's going to ultimately set you free. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Maybe keep yourself from trying to react to the situation. Take a breath, take a step back, take a breath, take a look at it. Because we have the Hanged Man here on the challenge position. And I do see this in the reverse. So I'm really kind of picking up on somebody wanting you to act out of haste. Okay? Somebody really wants you to destroy what you're investing. All right? And they want you all trapped up, and they want you acting out a fool. All right? There's definitely somebody out here trying to manipulate you emotionally. And I do feel that that's the case here. They've been celebrating this, the fact that they've been playing a stupid game with you, and it's not working anymore. This is somebody that you're not really wanting to walk away from. They very well could be wearing a mask at this time, so you really need to really kind of take into consideration who you are hanging with, okay, as far as the situation that you're dealing with, all right? We've got the Ace of Cups in your heart space, so there's definitely something here about you pouring into you. You're pouring into your loves, your own self-love, your self-care. You're pouring into your own cup. And I do feel that you are trying to alchemize this bullshit and this chaos into something beautiful. And somebody doesn't like the fact that you're transmuting what they're throwing at you, to be honest, okay? There's definitely something here about you celebrating a new endeavor. There very well could be some sort of a soul tribe, meeting new people. This is something here that you thought was good, and I do feel that, you know, ultimately they're trying to have you trapped. They're trying to have you locked up to some degree, and it really doesn't make sense, okay? And the thing is that I really kind of feel like they're either trying to emotionally manipulate you to try to get you out of sorts, and unbalanced, but I really don't feel that it's actually working out that way. Okay, I'm not going to lie. I think there's definitely something here for overall the all readings tonight, that there's definitely some sort of checkmate. Okay, somebody's trying to either checkmate you or you're checkmating someone else. Somebody doesn't like the fact that you are winning, right? And your influence is this Empress energy. Okay, your attitude in relation is, this whole illusion is the fact that they're trying to turn your world upside down. They don't want you elevating, and they're trying to project this energy onto you that you're not going to make it, you know. But I really do feel that you are going to be okay, whatever the situation that you're dealing with. But there's been a lot of projection that you are protected from now. It's not hitting you like it was. You're being able to alchemize this now. I really get this feeling that, they really don't know who they're talking to. They don't know who they're messing with. They don't know who they're dealing with, because you have you have collaboration by the higher power. Okay, you have the elements at your disposal. You're collaborating with something higher and way more powerful than you. Okay, they don't have what it takes to even match you. And this is where those insecurities are coming from. Your outcome here with the Seven of Pentacles here in the reverse, it's like they're thinking that they're going to destroy what you have going on. And you're not out here trying to destroy them. And I really feel that they're going to end up embarrassing themselves with what's going on. I'm not going to lie. But ultimately here, they're trying to paint a picture that you're emotionally manipulating them when there was no emotion to begin with. Okay, there's no particularly love relationship here, and I'm really kind of picking up on the fact that they're making it seem like there was. Right? It's kind of like somebody. I've actually went through this with a past person in my past here, where they walked around and telling everybody that we were together when we weren't. Right? And then when you found out the case, they made it look like you were emotionally manipulating them into something when it wasn't even the case. They're basically projecting and switching it up, right? They're kind of like destiny swapping in a sense. They're taking their situation of manipulating you, and they're trying to make it look like you were manipulating them, kind of scenario. And this is a person that you don't necessarily want to walk away from. You thought this was a soul tribe, you thought this was a friend. You thought this was something substantial that you wanted to collaborate with and actually build some sort of a soul family kind of energy with, and they took advantage of that. And because you're standing in this Empress energy, and you're very abundant, you're very nurturing, you're very kind. The fact that you're not pouring into them anymore, this is where they're trying to get you all trapped up so you can't move away. And if you do move away, they want you to lose everything. Kind of dynamic. Like somebody's out here wanting to see you suffer with the Seven of Pentacles in your outcome. Okay, let's look into it a little bit further. I'm going to shuffle these up, Spirit, and just going to pull off the top for this. You let me know when to stop. All right. Well, we've got the Ten of Pentacles and the Page of Cups, and the Hangman in reverse. So there's definitely some sort of an apology here, an awakening, an apology, and a stability with the world upside down. Somebody turned your world upside down. And what happened is they gave you an awakening, and they just created more stability for you. Right? You're still moving forward with compassion. You're still moving forward with an open heart. We got the heart here, the Ace of Cups in the heart space. You're very much nurturing. You're very kind. You're very compassionate, understanding, whoever you are. All right? All right, right off the top. So for the Sun, there's definitely Six of Pentacles. The fact that there's some sort of reciprocity here is definitely a thing. Okay? Your challenge with the Hanged Man is you need to speak up. You need to move forward. You need to be taking action. Okay? With this awakening that you're going through. The Six of Swords is met with the Hanged Man in reverse. So the fact that you didn't want to walk away from this dynamic and this friendship, this soul kind of, not necessarily a soulmate, but I'm really kind of picking up like soul family, soul tribe kind of situation. You didn't necessarily want to walk away from this. You wanted to alchemize it. You wanted to work through it. You wanted to, rise above what was going on, right? This is why you wanted to weather the storm in your mind. But with this, there was a huge awakening of some sort of true intentions. With the Ace of Cups in your heart space, you're really focused on your money right now. You're focused on creating some sort of stability for yourself, okay? And you're doing it on your own merit. You're doing it by your own legacy, right? You're creating a legacy for yourself, right? And I feel that this person's insecurities are getting the better of them. We got the Page of Cups coming out here for the Three of Cups. All right, so there's definitely some sort of an apology, some sort of idea or message of apology or compassion, maybe coming from your soul tribe or soul family. Okay, there's definitely something here about accountability. There's definitely something here about apology, wanting to rewrite something, but it's like you're walking away unapologetically by the sounds of it. The Two of Cups here is definitely with the Eight of Swords in the current energy. So they figured that they could have trapped you up in a particular dynamic. Maybe it was a relationship. Okay, but I don't see them being a relationship kind of situation. Like, I don't see much of a lover kind of dynamic here. Okay, not gonna lie. But it's almost kind of thing like they're trying to trap you up with this divine union kind of energy, right? Like a soulmate kind of energy. The Three of Pentacles is what we have for the 3 to 6 months mark. And so there's definitely some sort of sabotage. There's some sort of third-party collusion or corruption happening. People aren't working together to work with you. And it's ultimately to create some sort of bitterness within you. Like, people think that they're going to change your heart space, and I really don't feel that that's working out. And now that I'm seeing these cards the way that they are, I don't think this is going to be your destruction, collective. All right? The world here in the reverse is being clarified by the Six of Swords. And what this is telling me is that just because their world is kind of looking like it's upside down, somebody doesn't want you elevating. This is why you're walking away, because somebody's ultimately trying to hold you back. The Strength card here is with the Empress. And what this is saying is that because you are in this Empress energy, you're very nurturing, you're very abundant. They're trying to disempower you out of this Empress energy. And again, you could very well be masculine or feminine. It doesn't really matter. Men can hold an Empress energy just as much as a woman can hold Emperor energy. Okay? The Three of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. So you're keeping your cards close to your chest as to who you're collaborating with. This very well could be that you are, maybe the divine is telling you to keep your cards close to your chest and to really be very discerning as to who you're collaborating with specifically. All right, this is about you finding your own stability, because there are people out here doing some stupid shit, and they're trapped. They want you trapped up in your head. The Seven of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. So you're healing this energy and this element of sabotage, of you're really investing into something, and it's like somebody's trying to turn that upside down. And I feel that you're no longer carrying burdens that's going to make this happen. Okay, it's like the chaff from the wheat. is being separated. You're cutting the dead weight. All right. And I do feel that this is going to be some sort of healing. You're not carrying anybody else's burdens anymore. Okay. And yeah, you're standing on business. You're guarding your heart right now. And you have every right to do that if this is the energy that you've been dealing with. Right? Trying to get you all trapped up in your head and not knowing what to do and where to go and how to get there and da-da-da-da-da. But ultimately, the High Priestess is sitting here on the bottom of the deck. And we got the Queen of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So you're definitely tapped in. You're definitely calling your power back. You're definitely empowered. You're definitely wanting to move forward. There's definitely something here about the mysteries. There's definitely something here about downloads, about messages, about just the divine overall guiding you, right? And I feel with this Three of Pentacles in the hopes and fears energy, I'm thinking that you are kind of fearing the messages or downloads that you may be getting, and you're not really wanting to accept them, okay? I feel that there's definitely something here about that, you know, you don't want to face the truth. And it's like something that you're having to weather the storm because, you know, the truth is there right in front of you. You can't dismiss it. But this is definitely causing you a huge awakening. And this is your biggest challenge right now, is to go through this awakening, seeing things from a higher perspective, and knowing that you are walking towards joy, happiness. Okay, there's definitely something that's going to be revealed to you, but it will piss you off. But ultimately set you free. And again, with this reading, I do see that there's going to be some sort of a checkmate. And I don't feel that you are going to be having to deal with too much conflict with this. But I do feel that you have the possibility of being all up in your head at this time in the present moment. Okay, as to what to do, where to go, how to get there. But just know that your pathway will be provided and you will be supported in this endeavor, okay? Continue pouring into your cup, continue loving you, and practicing self-care. All right, number 7, I hope this helped you. Thank you, Kristen. Thank you, Kristen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Picking a number between 1 and 9. I've already done 4. And I've done 7. So those two numbers quite possibly could have been your numbers that you might have picked. Then you might want to rewind. Spirit, what's my next number? All right. So if you pick the number 2, this is your reading. Where are you located? Delphine, where are you located? I was wondering where you went there, AOP. Part of the beginning of the reading might have been for you, so you might want to rewind. Delphine. If you are in pain, try to find a 24-hour store to at least go in and warm up. If you're in somewhere cold, find a warming station. If there's a shelter that you can go to, I would go to it. They could at least get you somewhere. Alright, Spirit, what's the reading for number 2? What is their situation, their challenge, their mind space, their heart space? Come on. Come on now. Their heart space, their... What are they walking away from? What are they walking into? What does their next 3 to 6 months look like? Their attitude and relation, their influence, their hopes and fears, and what's their outcome? 6 months to a year. Yeah, I agree with the AOP. All right, number 2, here's your reading. You're definitely alchemizing some sort of heartbreak. Your challenge is to continue being consistent and moving forward. You really need to stay focused at this time. Really stand on business. In your mind, you're definitely getting back everything that was taken from you. You're really focusing on that type of energy dynamic. And I do feel that somebody did not want you having the upper hand in this heartbreak. Like somebody was out here actually trying their best to destroy you and make you feel defeated and make you feel like you didn't matter or that you were not worthy of having any type of wish fulfillment or to move forward or get the upper hand. Okay? You're definitely moving out of a particular situation where you are feeling rather uninspired. Okay? There's definitely a feeling here that you really need to alchemize a lot of what you've been dealing with, and I think you're doing that. It may be taking a little bit more time to alchemize it because this is kind of new to you. I feel that you've had to face a lot of sadness, a lot of pain in your situation. That you, and Spirit's even coming out and saying situationship. So you could have been in a situationship where you didn't know where you stood. However, I'm going to let you know now that with the King of Wands and your immediate energy of the now into the next 3 months, I do see you very much standing on business. I do see you taking a leadership position in your life. You are grabbing that paintbrush and you are painting your own picture. Okay? You're grabbing that steering wheel and you are driving your own ship. Okay? You're definitely taking a lead of example, and there's definitely something here about you getting your flowers. There's definitely something here about you being successful. You're getting victory of some sort, okay? Now, your attitude in relation at the situation right now that you're dealing with of alchemizing this pain and this suffering and the sadness, okay? Your whole attitude right now is that you're feeling like you're juggling too much. You really need to understand that however many irons that you have in the fire right now, or however much you have on your plate right now, you really have to reprioritize this at this time, okay? And this is your main challenge with the Three of Wands in your challenge position, is being consistent, staying focused, and continuing to move forward, okay? Because you're walking from being uninspired into a leadership position and success, okay? So wherever you're walking, whatever you're focused on, investing your time, your energy, your focus, your finances, whatever the case may be, okay? And I really don't, yeah, there is a pentacle here, so you very well could be juggling too much and it may be costing you more than what you thought. Maybe it's time to like roll back and just kind of like reassess and reprioritize what you've been dealing with, because I see you juggling quite a bit with this whole relation with maybe more than what you bargained for. Your influence is that you're thinking that you're lying to yourself and that you're thinking that you can handle this. You think you're strong enough. You don't need any help. Da 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 da. Meanwhile, you're lying to yourself. You're not standing on business. You're not standing for justice, and you're actually hindering yourself in the process. Okay. Your hopes and fears is the Queen of Swords, so you're definitely moving from this energy of lying to yourself, but actually nurturing your truth at the same time. I do see there's some sort of clarity coming to mind. You will be moving forward with clarity. I do see some sort of justice here. And I also get the element of Archangel Michael protecting you at this time, throughout this time of deception and unbalanced juggling, uninspired, all of that kind of thing. So I do feel that you are being conditioned, you're being trained. I do feel there's some sort of testing going on spiritually, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, physically, in some sort of aspect. Okay? But overall, you definitely need to really prioritize what you need to do, prioritize where you're going, and stay focused on what you're trying to attain here. Because I do see with the Ace of Swords here, there's definitely something about finding the truth. There's definitely justice. There's definitely some sort of success about victory, getting your flowers, getting some sort of recognition in the next 3 to 6 months, as well as standing on business. You're definitely taking a leadership position in something. Okay? You very well could just be taking the lead and taking back the reins of your life. Okay? So you might have been feeling a little bit less inspired, but there's definitely some sort of alchemy happening for you. Okay? Can I get some clarification for this reading, Spirit? What do we got right off the top for my number 2 reading? Yeah, you're definitely alchemizing some sort of pain and heartbreak. We got the five of cups in the reverse yet again, coming out to really emphasize this alchemy of your heart space. You're really finding your self-worth. You're really standing on business. You're standing on boundaries. Maybe you're creating boundaries from where you were maybe people-pleasing, maybe feeling manipulated. Okay, you're really stepping on it's like you're stepping on some people's necks, right? And this very well could be the influence of people lying to you, playing in your face, all right? But either way, there's definitely some major change happening for you. Have a good night, Kristen. Thank you so much. for joining us this evening. Yeah, somebody's definitely causing conflict, but you're putting this to rest. Okay, with this Two of Pentacles, there's definitely some sort of balance coming from this juggling. All right, there's Seven of Swords is on the bottom of the deck in the reverse. So everything that's happening to you right now, everything that's been taken from you, all the time you've lost, the energy that's been leaked out of you, just everything, okay? It's definitely something here about you getting sevenfold back everything that was taken from you, okay? So whatever you're having a loss of, it's definitely going to be returned to you and then some, all right? So whatever you're going through, just know that it's not in vain, all right? And I'm really kind of picking up on this Seven of Swords in the reverse. Whatever you're getting back is going to be priceless. There's not going to be any monetary value to what you're going to be getting back. This could be your peace of mind. This could be your sanity. This could be the justice and the truth, knowing that you are right. This could be validation. This could be the fact that, you know what, maybe you do know what you're talking about, right, kind of thing, where people were out here making you feel uninspired and unable to move forward with some sort of creative endeavor. You're going to get the truth. You're going to get the victory. You already got the victory. It's in the cards right here. And it's all because you took a leadership position or a leader stance. You stood on business. Okay? Whoever I'm speaking to, you're definitely in tune. I'm really picking up on an earth angel kind of vibe with you. So you've been through the trials and tribulations, and this is where you're coming out of the sadness and uninspired because you've just been through hell and back. With this Nine of Wands in your heart space, you're feeling like you're losing out, right? And I don't feel that that's actually the case. I think this is the whole projection of other people that's wanting you to not get the upper hand, okay? But you're gonna, it's like, again, checkmate. I'm really getting a checkmate energy from all of the readings tonight. Somebody's out here thinking they're going to checkmate you, but you're actually going to, you're going to checkmate them instead, okay? You are definitely getting the upper hand, whoever you are. All right, let's clarify it. Right off the top, Spirit, what's the scoop? So the Five of Cups, you're being clarified by the Five of Cups, right? So the Five of Cups in the upright position here, and it's definitely something here about you alchemizing the sadness and pain and suffering, and you're being very patient, very consistent, you're moving forward, and they're out here trying to turn your fucking cups upside down all over again. It's like you're not allowed to be happy, you're not allowed to be worthy, you're not allowed to have self-worth or, or to step into anything positive. Okay, like they're really out here trying to play in your face, trying to play and try to challenge you, and they're really ultimately trying to put their foot on your neck, and I really honestly don't think that's going to work out very well for them, whoever this is. Okay, ultimately they're trying to cause you injustice. Okay. The Three of Wands, we've got the Ace of Wands here. So, but by you stepping into this consistently, by continuing to move forward, which is the challenge, it's going to be a little bit difficult. However, you're moving towards a brand new, beautiful beginning. And the fact that you have two aces out here with the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands, this is definitely a passionate new beginning that you need to stay focused on, okay? Because this is bringing you success. This is bringing you clarity. This is bringing you justice. And Archangel Michael is along for the ride. I'm just letting you know that now. He's not going to allow you to fall. He might make it look like you're falling, but you're not falling. You're headed into a beautiful brand new beginning. All right, so the Seven of Swords. We've got the Five of Swords. So somebody's honestly talking shit behind your back. Okay, they should really keep your name out of their mouth, right? Because they have not a fucking clue, as to what you've endured and what you've gone through. And the fact that they're out here causing you conflict and wanting you to fight for your life, like, they need to sit the hell down. Yep, the Tower. So the fact that they want you to not have the upper hand with the Nine of Wands and you're out here with the Tower in reverse, you've already went through your trials and tribulations. But it's like somebody's trying to put you back into these trials and tribulations as if you didn't heal. You're not allowed to heal. You're not allowed to get out of the fucking mud. You're not allowed to get helped out of the quicksand. You need to stay in the mud. You need to stay in the quicksand. You need to continue to suffer. This is what they want. But I don't see that happening. I see you alchemizing this. I see Archangel Michael saying, no. Touch not my anointed, do my prophets no harm, kind of a situation. Okay? So whatever this conflict is or whatever the situation is, I don't see that that's going to work out too well for whoever's doing this. So situation, challenge, mind space, Seven of Swords, and the Five of Swords. Yeah, so the fact that you're getting back and then some for the trials and tribulations of what was been said, I do see some sort of a defamation of character. Like somebody's getting put away for defamation of character, for talking shit on you. Okay, I do see that. And the fact that they did not want you having the upper hand, they wanted you shattered, you're alchemizing that as well. Okay, it's not going to work out too well for them. The Page of Wands in reverse. Okay, so situation, challenge, mindful, heartful, past. Okay, so the fact that you were in this Page of Wands reversed energy where you were uninspired, that you weren't wanting to move forward, you're leaving this energy behind, okay? And we have the Seven of Swords again in the reverse, clarifying this uninspired energy, the inability to move forward, not wanting to move forward. It's almost like some sort of immature energy is wanting to manipulate you from moving forward, right? This is a very wishy-washy energy, and you're getting definitely something back from that. Okay, somebody was clearly out here trying to manipulate you, being very childish, being very greedy, rather forceful, right? They really wanted to put their boot on your neck, and it's not working, okay? The King of Wands energy, we've got the Eight of Cups, all right? And I really feel that you're in this energy of standing on business. You're finally walking away from the bullshit. You finally see the bullshit for what it is, and you're standing on business, right? You're not taking no for an answer. There's something here about you being overwhelmed with all of this, and they're really kind of wanting you to pop off and snap out, but I don't think they're actually, they don't know what to expect from you. I don't feel that you're actually reacting to anything in particular of what they're doing. It's like they're irrelevant, okay, for whatever reason. We have the Nine of Wands. So somebody does not want you having the upper hand. They want you to be the wounded warrior, but you're having success in that, right? You're alchemizing this. Like, you're already there in your heart space at this time, being the wounded warrior. You've already gone through your trials and tribulations, and they want to just keep you in there, right? They don't want you having the upper hand to your success. They don't want you stepping into this leadership position. They don't want you taking action. But you're making a move, right? You're standing on business. You're standing on what you know, the wisdom, the knowledge that you have. You're not playing around. The Two of Pentacles in reverse. We've got the Three of Swords clarifying that. And they're really trying to betray you by creating imbalance in your life. They want you juggling. It's like they're trying to make you some sort of circus clown, right? And they want to chain you up to being a circus clown. You're not allowed to do anything different, right? The only thing that you can do is fit the narrative that they want you to fit and nothing else. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay? And I don't feel that you're accepting that with this whole situation. All right? Not going to lie. So, the Knight of Pentacles, you need to continue moving forward. Don't lie to yourself. Okay? But I do feel there's some sort of influence. There could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius out here that's lying on you. Okay? And you just need to continue being unbothered and unapologetic and just continue to move forward. Okay? Because whatever this person is saying or whatever they're doing, I do feel that it's totally irrelevant to where you're going and what you're going to obtain. Okay? We have the Chariot with the Queen of Wands, or not Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords. And the fact that you're actually recognizing the truth, this is, I think, what's going to stop you in your tracks. You're fearing that a lot of this collusion and coercion and manipulation is going to stop you. Not when you got the divine walking with you. Okay, that there's no option to swindle you anymore, right? Because you're stepping into your intuition. You're leading by that. You are moving towards success. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But the fact is that they are trying to keep you from moving forward into this purpose, but it's too late. It's too late for them. You've already stepped into this. You've already committed to this, right? And this is how you're nurturing your truth. All right? You're nurturing justice. I really feel that you're going to speak up and you're going to stand on business with this. You're not allowing anything to deter you from this. Yeah, see? The Ace of Swords. Once you see the truth, once you find out the truth, there's definitely some sort of balance coming in with the Two of Pentacles in the upright now, where it's in your attitude and relation of juggling too much right now. You got too many irons in the fire. You're actually going to find out what your main priorities are and focus on that. And I think that's going to be very fruitful for you. Yeah, so there's definitely something here about you losing out on stability of some sort of money, of some sort of something, and I do feel there's justice coming towards that. Yeah, the divine is guiding you. You've made a commitment to the divine. This is why you're being guided by the divine, and somebody's ultimately trying to get you to miss out on something that's got God's name on it, that's got the divine's name on it, that's got your name on it. Okay? They honestly, they have not a clue as to who they're talking to. They ultimately want you to have no hope. They don't want you healing. They're trying to keep their boot on your neck. But Spirit's saying you're going to get away from it. You're going to move away from it. You're going to alchemize it. They're not going to be able to treat you like this any further. The divine is helping you make these decisions. So stay tapped into your intuition. Stand on business with that. Because they out here trying to lie on you. Okay? Making you look unstable. Making you look like you're just talking shit. Making it look like you're out here being very deceptive. Okay? That's not the case at all. There's definitely a feeling here where you are definitely in this hermit mode where you are enjoying your solitude and isolation. This is about you alchemizing a lot of the pain and the suffering that you had to go through with this Five of Cups in the reverse. This is your alchemy. You know, the fact that you are learning from it, the fact that you are transmuting it, the fact that you are rising above what other people wanted for you, right? They're thinking that they're putting their foot on your neck or they're puppeteering your life. They're thinking that they have the audacity that they're going to control you and what you're going to have in your experience. And they're in for an extreme rude awakening because you're going to be validated in front of everyone. Okay? There's definitely something here with this Ace of Wands and this King of Wands energy that you're unstoppable. You're like a freight train. You're like a you're like a triple engine freight train going down the track, and you've got like over 100 cars behind you. There's nothing gonna stop you, no matter what they throw at you. Specifically, if it's the fact that you have angelic protection rocking with you. Okay, it doesn't matter. They're in for a world of hurt if they think that they're gonna get in your way. Okay? Because they're going to get mulled the fuck over. I'm telling you that right now. They're not going to stand a chance. Why? Because you have justice on the bottom of the deck. I rest my case. And I'm full body goosebumps. Like, I've had goosebumps pretty well this whole evening. There's definitely some sort of protection happening. Like, I'm unscathed. I'm untouched as far as any type of attacks this evening. It's actually a beautiful feeling. It's a beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's nice to actually have a night where I'm not being pulverized. Okay? It's such a beautiful thing, and I so much appreciate the divine protection that is helping me right now. I'm very much in the attitude of gratitude. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, guides. Thank you, guards, protectors. Thank you, angels. But yeah, collective, ultimately tonight, this is definitely a checkmate. I might even change the name to this as checkmate. You know, these people think that they're playing in your face. Okay? These people think that they have the one up on you. They think that they got their boot on your neck. Okay? And you're not out here doing anything wrong, collective. You're not out here sabotaging people. You're not out here ruining people's lives. You're not out here causing drama for them. They're ultimately causing the drama for themselves, and you're out here calling them out. Okay? Because you're not fake. You're very authentic, and this is what they don't like about you. And this goes for all the readings this evening. I'm talking to a very, very authentic, very in your power kind of energy. And there's people out here with insecurities that can't handle that. They can't even compete where they don't compare, and they just need to stay in their own lane and stay the hell out of your way. Ultimately. And I'm even getting a message here from Spirit. They're in for an extreme rude awakening if they get in your way. Extreme rude awakening. The divine watches absolutely everything. Every time you scratch your tit or scratch your balls, the divine's watching. You guys think Big Brother's bad? The divine knows your intention. The divine knows your thoughts. They know exactly what's going on with you at all times. So anybody out here with ill intention, it's being recorded. It is being documented in a spiritual sense. And if they think that they're going to get away with it, karma knows your fucking address, and karma never misses. I'm going to say that right now. Because it's karma and dharma that actually keep the balance of things. And where people thinking that they're getting away with certain things, they're always going to be paying their dues. And this is why you're better off healing and stepping into your divine energy, because this is where your authenticity comes from. And these karmics out in the streets are creating chaos where they should be focusing on their healing. Because they're all in for a rude awakening. Okay? There's something out here about Pluto and Neptune wreaking absolute havoc on these karmics. And if it's not happening yet, it's happening very soon, because there's only so many days left. We're talking 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. How many days in January? 28, 29, 29, 30? So we've got like almost 20 days left. Less than 20 days. Okay, before the snake skin finally falls off and everything is revealed. And these karmics out here, these narcissistic morons out here thinking that they're actually getting away with shit. People see their mask. It's like Mrs. Doubtfire in the restaurant with it half hanging off of her face. Okay, that's what they're looking like right now. Some of these people, they can't even look you dead in the eye. They can't even look at you anymore because they know you see them. They know you see who they are. They know and I've been calling this narcissistic collapse for months. For months and months and months and months and months. It was one of my biggest predictions for 2026 and for 2025. The end of 2025 going into 2026, from the snake to the horse year, is definitely going to be a narcissistic collapse. And this is ultimately what you're seeing. Okay? It's being validated. Okay? So anybody standing in your authenticity, just get your popcorn ready. And you might want to get a pack of marshmallows while you're at it, because there's definitely some bridges burned. There's definitely there's the smell of burning bridges. And on a global scale, that's definitely happening. People that thinking that they're taking the throne, they're not taking no throne. They're making an absolute fool of themselves. Because they're thinking that they're pulling the wool over your eyes. They're thinking that they're going to sabotage you. And they're out here going to be sabotaged themselves. They're only ruining what's meant for them. Because they're not gonna make it. They think that they're gonna make it. They're thinking that they're making these changes, but they're far from even clear. It's almost comical. It's almost comical. Welcome in, Bradley. Welcome in, Queen Mary. It's almost comical. Now, if I've mentioned any signs this evening, okay, and you just happen to be that sign, and you feel triggered or offended by what I've said, okay, this is meant to help you to be more aware of your surroundings. It's to help you to elevate. It's to help you to step into this momentum of healing. Okay? I'm not out here trying to throw shade. I'm not out here trying to ruin your life. I'm not out here trying to call you on your shit. Okay? I'm out here trying to alchemize the karmic energy. If you just happen to have karmic energy and you have a lot of chaos that you're dealing with or that you're having to alchemize, I'm here to help you unpack that. But it's about having courage to alchemize that for yourself. I know, I lived the karmic life. I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt, threw the fucking cookies out. I didn't even put my bumper sticker on because I knew it wasn't going to stay too long. Because I don't be liking the chaos. Okay, I was definitely moving into from my karmic energy into my divine energy. It's taken me almost 6-7 years to do that. Okay, so I know where I'm coming from. I know where I've been, and I know sure as hell where I'm going. And I'm not out here I'm not out here throwing shade. And there's a lot of karmics out here thinking that I'm throwing shade in their direction, and I'm not. Okay, I have no business throwing shade in your direction. Right? But if you're karmic and you're triggered and you're watching my live streams, okay, and you can't click away, there's clearly something here that you need to hear. There's definitely something here that is residing within you that you need to fix, that you need to heal, that you need to alchemize in order to become the best version of yourself. And with all these insecurities and all these challenges that the world is going through, Okay? I'm trying to facilitate some sort of healing. Okay? So if you're offended, if you're triggered, or if you're, you're trying to alchemize what I'm speaking on, and maybe you're a karmic Gemini right now, you have every right to step into your divinity. But that's your journey. That's not my journey. Okay? I'm just using karmic Geminis as an example because you know what? There's quite a few divine Geminis that I know of, and they're very beautiful people. Okay? There's a lot of karmic Aries and Leo Sagittarians. Air signs, fire signs, doesn't matter what sign you are. There's a lot of people in their karmic energy that's moving into their divine energy because they've been watching me over the last 3 years that I've been throwing these readings out. And the ones that are actually doing the work and the ones that are alchemizing, I'm proud of you for taking the courage and taking the initiative to heal. To the ones that are sitting there triggered and throwing shade and throwing projections my way, your days are done. Your days are very numbered, thinking that you're going to get away with it. Just letting you know. You might as well cut the shit out now. Because it doesn't work anymore. You're being rendered powerless if you're not careful. And I honestly don't want you losing your power, but the divine's basically speaking on that now. You're basically rendered powerless, insignificant if you continue. And it's going to be your own actions that are going to change the course of your life and your experience if you continue on this karmic road. Specifically, because we are moving into the new earth. The new earth is here. The new earth is waiting for us to assimilate to the new frequency. If you do not want to be a part of that frequency, you are ultimately going to meet your demise. You're ultimately going to be kicked the fuck off the island, so to speak. Okay? You've had 3 years to alchemize this. Okay? Because I've been on here. I've been called to be here to speak on this for the last 3 years. And I'm just about done talking about it. The readings are definitely going to change going into the new year. And I'm speaking on the fire horse year. So if you're in the process of wanting to do that, then do that. If you're not, it's out of my hands. And if you're karmic and you're triggered by my messages, you can unsubscribe. Okay? You can unclick the bell button and you can get the fuck off my channel. Because I'm not here for you. I'm here for the ones that actually want to heal, the ones that want to elevate. And if you're not doing the work, the readings that are coming to my channel in the future, you're not even going to be able to wrap your head around it. So I'm going to make absolutely no sense to you if you're an unhealed karmic and you don't want to heal and you're in your stubborn energy. I don't want your subscription and I don't need it. Okay? I'm here for my tribe. I'm here for the divine. I'm here for those people that are wanting to heal from all your cockamamie ass bullshit. So, that's the score. I've made myself available from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. If you want to unpack and if you want to get a session with me, it's available. You can get a recorded reading at any time, whether it's a weekend, whether it's a weekday, whatever the case may be. There is a 12-hour turnaround time for that. Okay? You can order a session with me, live session with me, personal session with me from 5 to 9 p.m., Monday to Friday. You can also come hang out here on Friday evenings, which is tomorrow night, okay, or this evening at this point because it's 12:23. You can come hang out on the open table with me here in the chat and throw some super chats and super stickers, and we'll throw some cards for you. There is a chance that you could very well win a free reading. Okay, there's a game that I play here where you guess the number. If you guess the number right, you get a free reading. Okay, and depending on whether or not Spirit wants me to be generous or not, that is up to Spirit to call that at the time. Because if I do get quite a few donations and readings in, there is a quite possibility that I may open the table for free readings. But it all depends on your support on how much you bring to the table. So you can join me Friday evenings for that open table. If I get a big outpouring on Friday nights, I may open it up to maybe 2 nights a week for open table. Okay, we could very well be doing that moving into February, moving into March, where I might add an extra day to the table for the open table. But I'm making myself available to you to help you to alchemize this bullshit that you need to alchemize. I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to observe. I'm here to help you elevate. So come get a reading if you want one. And look at that. We got Sagittarius time on the bottom, November to December 21st. Explore uncharted territory, travel, freedom, and learning. What's the scoop, Spirit? What do we got here? June. Enjoy small pleasures and endless opportunities, leisure, escape, and beauty. I do feel that June is going to be a time where we finally initiate the new earth. We're in the process of a massive awakening, okay? And doors are going to be opening, I think, in June for a lot of people. Okay, this is going to be a new paradigm, a new energy, a new vibe. The door is unlocked, so just walk through it. Journey, passage, and access. May very well could be significant too. So May and June, connect with your dream and be in the moment. Serenity, connection, and relax. November, find happiness in wanting what you already have, being in the attitude of gratitude and togetherness. We've got Leo, July 23rd to August 22nd, step into the spotlight. Okay? Be confident, ambitious, and take that leadership position. Yeah, Rog, you might be new. Aquarius time, January 20th to February 18th. Take an unusual path. Innovate, unique, open mind. So keep an open mind during Aquarius time. If you're an Aquarius, happy birthday. March. Come out of hibernation and embrace new energy, growth, awakening, and rebirth. There's definitely something about this spring. Okay, you're going to be definitely carrying some new energy, and I think by June is going to be very significant what your next course of action is. Okay, you might be coming out of a time of feeling uninspired, not really knowing what to do, but I feel that by middle of March, things are going to change for you because we're going to be already into the horse year, and it's going to really start to pick up momentum. And if you've been heeding my warnings, if you've been listening to my information and actually healing and doing your work, you are already going to be in the momentum of this new horse year. I've been trying to get you ready for the last 3 years for this specific 2026 year. Okay, because the momentum and what's going to be happening, you need to be healed and alchemized and stepping into your higher, most authentic version of yourself in order to move forward with this. Okay, the karmic energy is not going to be accepted any further. And that's what a lot of people are misunderstanding. They're thinking that they're just going to continue along the road and continue to fake it till they make it. No, that's not happening anymore. That's null and void. You either show up right or don't show up at all. And it's really sad that a lot of you that are karmic, that don't want to heal, that want to be stubborn, you're going to have a rough time. You're going to have a rough go. And you know what? You've got nobody to blame but yourself. And I'll tell you right now, you're playing victim already, karmics. You're already playing victim now. And if you don't know how to assimilate, if you don't know how to alchemize, if you don't know how to heal, you're in for a world of hurt. I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know. Doors are going to be opening in springtime, and June is going to be very significant to a lot of people. Okay? What do we do next? I'm running a little late into the thing. I usually only go to midnight, but we're already at 12:30 right now. I think I'm going to end out the night with the angel cards. Again, collective, I'm here. I'm available, so come get a reading. Come get a reading with me. Okay? If you want to support me via membership, you can do that too here on YouTube. Become a member. Come hang out with us. We're going to have a members live this Saturday. So if you're a member, make sure that you're there. I will be posting during the day, so that way you know what time and what bat station that we're going to be at. Okay. Otherwise, you want to get your own personal session with me, where you get to see my pretty face. All right, angels, what's going on? What do we need to speak about at the end of the night here? I want to say thank you to my supporters, my members, my tribe. I love you lots. Metatron, you have a divine calling. Archangel Jophiel. Wow, okay. Powers in the Holy Amethyst. All right, let's take a look. So, Archangel Metatron, you have a divine calling. The divine and the angels are recruiting you. Where you are is where you have been strategically placed. Trust that what you are facing now has everything to do with what you are here to heal, and that it will lead to a life that is aligned to meaning and purpose. You are here to make a difference, and it must begin with where you are right now. Ascension. I am ready to fulfill the call of my soul. Archangel Jophiel, weed your thoughts. Your mind is like a garden, a space that requires time and attention. Take the time to weed out the thoughts and feelings you know are spoiling the beauty. Release from your mental space the reoccurring stories that you are telling yourself, especially those that are hooked into the energy of fear. Instead, think about what you desire, remember what lights you up, and enjoy the blessings that are in your life. Let flowers bloom from your loving thoughts. Activation. My thoughts are seeds that blossom. Holy Amethyst, you are the light. You have a light within you, and this light will never go out. Whenever you face darkness, this brilliance has the opportunity to shine. Right now, the divine and the angels are calling you to switch your light on full. Stand in the greatness of your spirit, and do not back down, and be the bringer of good that you were born to be. Activation. I am a light of hope in the world. Powers. Be kind and compassionate. In order for peace to be restored in the outer world, you must first be able to find it within yourself. Your current situation requires you to step into the energy of loving kindness. Realize that the other person is also you. Having consideration for others will open your heart up so that you can see the world through more loving eyes. Activation. After a yawn. I choose to see through the eyes of kindness. Now, Spirit's wanting me to call and speak on something that I was speaking on because I had a reading there prior to doing my live stream. And this is about someone that was kind of uh, really having a rough time, really kind of renumerating about the past, renumerating about the pain and whatever that they've had to deal with and endure. Okay? And I kind of consisted of it as uh, a dirty old puddle. Okay? A muddy puddle. And the thing is that there's a time of being all wet and dirty from stepping in this puddle. And then there's a time of alchemy, of washing yourself clean. Okay? And although the mud tends to stick around for a little while, it'll stay sticking on the bottom of your shoes. And you might sit there and complain about it for a while. Similar to what I've done. And I'm not no hypocrite. Okay? I'd be out here talking shit about my ex and all that stuff for a good year and a half, 2 years. Okay? And the one lesson that I learned is that, you know what, no matter how dirty your feet get, no matter how dirty your shoes get, they're still shoes. You can wash them off, you can clean them up, and you can also just throw them away and buy new ones. Okay? But when you feel the time is ready to throw away those shoes and buy new ones, or clean them up, and which means metaphorically that you're alchemizing the energy and you are changing into this new version of yourself because you are applying the lessons that you've received through that experience. Okay, dealing with a shitty ex or a toxic family or a toxic job or whatever the case may be. Okay, flip it to where it needs to go. If you're going to sit there after you've alchemized and after you've rose above it and after you've endured and pretty well got new shoes, and you're going to sit there and still talk about how the fact that you stepped in that dirty puddle, even after you got new shoes, you really have to take a step back and understand of what you're doing to your possible future, about your journey forward. By holding on to that dirty, mucky puddle situation and dynamic, and you've alchemized it, like the dirty shoes, the dirty, muddy shoes, they're long gone now. Right? They're in the rearview mirror. right? And the fact that you've alchemized it, the fact that you've rose above it, you've overcome it, you've transmuted it, you've alchemized it, you can release the dirty shoes. And the big lesson here that you take from those dirty shoes and that dirty puddle is to become aware of your surroundings and to be more discerning as to who you share your energy with. Okay, just as much as someone can hurt you, just as much as someone can maybe just despise you or sabotage you or try to destroy you and ruin your life, okay, it ultimately teaches you the discernment and the playbook that they tend to play by, to where you are no longer deceived. You are no longer in this energy where they can hurt you anymore because you are wiser. And you're only wiser because you alchemized it. You're only wiser because you've created boundaries and you've recognized your self-worth and you've rose above it. That's the biggest lesson of it all. When someone comes into your life and tries to destroy you or hurt you, it's giving you a chance to create boundaries for yourself, to raise your standards, to not allow it to happen anymore, and to empower yourself to rise above it. And ultimately, to know where you're stepping, so that way you're not going to step in another dirty puddle. But it's ultimately up to you what you do with those experiences. You can sit there for the rest of your life and sit there and be a victim, or you can allow it to transform you, turning your pain to power, and ultimately turning that lesson into a blessing instead of just letting it go and continuously hitting those ruts and stepping into dirty puddles. And this is the biggest thing. It's not about letting go of your past. It's about learning from it. And by learning from it, you're no longer able to be played with. You're no longer able to be manipulated. And this is what saved my life. This is the biggest lesson that I've learned over the years of my experience. So do yourself a favor. Get yourself something that money can't buy. Because learning these lessons and rising above and receiving these blessings from your experiences is priceless. It's not something you can buy at the store. It's not something that you can buy online. It's not something that you can read in a book. Some of the greatest things that are part of this world and this matrix and this experience is not what you see and what you can touch, but what you can feel. And the feeling of self-worth, integrity, nobility, strength, love, compassion. Really, there's no words to explain that or express that, really. It's something that needs to be felt for yourself. And where you feel that you're not worthy or you're feeling you're not justified to have that, you're more than worthy. You are enough. You always have been. You always will be. But ultimately, you need to believe this for yourself. Have a good night, Julie. Thank you, Rog. Have a good night at work. Have a good night there, clownfish. Big hugs, Bradley Bear and Renee and Dorothy. That's the thing, Ink. You're trying too hard. It's an inside job. It's always been an inside job. If your life is chaotic, you need to go within to figure out what is so chaotic that you're holding on to. Once you can alchemize that, once you can rise above it, your outer world changes. It has no other choice but to assimilate. This is the beautiful aspect and dynamic of creation. It first must be consciousness and a thought within your mind. It interacts and intercedes with your soul. And this is where your manifestation becomes you. Anything that's in the physical had to be a thought to become real. Everything in existence had to be thought of first before it could become available, to be utilized, to have purpose. This goes in parallel and in equilibrium to your life and your experience. If you're holding a lot of resentment, pain, suffering within yourself, it's something that you need to look at. It's not something you look away from. Because the more you look at it, the more you understand it, the more you can pick it apart and empower yourself above it. This goes for abuse. This goes for substances. This goes for the ridicule, the self-sabotage, and the sabotage of others. It's all part of the same thing. You focus on clearing out your inner world of trauma and tribulations and abuse and pain and suffering, and your outer world has no other choice but to assimilate. You heal the abandonment wounds within your childhood aspect of yourself, your inner child, your inner teenager that's full of rage. Once you nurture those parts of you, and you show up for those parts of you, your whole world will start to change. But you have to have enough courage to go ahead and do that. And that's where you start. Start with your inner child. For over 2 decades, 3 decades, my inner child huddled off in a corner, petrified, because of the abuse. Growing up, if it wasn't for my grandmother, I wouldn't have been able to continue doing what I'm doing. I don't even think I would be here if it wasn't for her. To be able to be here to speak to you tonight, or any other night. And that's pretty well segued into my tribe. Now I take these messages and these lessons and what I receive in from the divine, and I bestow it to you, and I gift it to you to run with it, to succeed, to become the best version of yourself. But the only way that'll happen is if you find the courage within yourself and your self-worth to go ahead and do that. I can't hold your hand. I can speak on it. I can show you the way. But it's ultimately your journey to take. And I believe in you. I believe in this world. I believe in humanity. And we are the ones that we've been waiting for. We are the ones that we've been praying for. The divine lives within absolutely every single one of us. The divine is what gives us life. We have the choice of free will and the dignity of and sovereignty. It's part of the universal laws of humanity and life itself. The moment you wake up and you step into that, that's the game changer. On that note, collective, please be good to yourself if you can't be good at it. So that way, you can be good to others. Love you lots. And I'll catch you tomorrow night for the open table. Have a good evening. Thank you for joining me.